Hey fam, welcome back. For my new viewers, hey, my name is Elle. Today is May 14th, 2019. In the background, you hear my animal spirit guide, Bonnie, chomping away on a bone that she loves. My other spirit guide, Star, which some of you have been introduced to in my old vlogs, is actually with my son, who she is so deeply and unconditionally in love with. So I'm here with Bonnie today, and I wanted to connect with you all because I've been getting a message about love, which is quite interesting. I've been getting this message for quite a few days, and the message basically is that we are all searching for something, whether we want to admit it, whether we recognize it, whether we are aware of it or not. And when we get to the core of what our search is, at the core, we will find that we are really searching for love. That love, that connection with someone, that camaraderie, that feeling of being home, feeling comfortable, like you're just falling back on a bed of pillows or you're just floating on a cloud. We are all searching for, when you break it down to the lowest common denominator, it's love. And you could, oh, now that's my son screaming and having fun in the background. Anyway, so when you break it down, that's what we're really searching for. Why? Because we are love. We just love. When the divine created us, the divine created us with love, and we are love. And this is what we're searching for, and you can see it so much when you watch TV. Almost every show that you're watching is about love, and it's about love, obtaining love from the outside, obtaining love from outside of yourself. And this is what happens when divine energies come down to the 3D. What's happening is that you'll hear a lot of people saying things like, well, that person isn't awake, that person needs to wake up. Everything is about being awake and being conscious and being aware, which is true. However, if you think about it like this, even if someone is not on a spiritual path but they're still looking for love, they're still on a spiritual path, because love is a divine energy. It's divine, whether you're aware of it or not. But what ends up happening, like I said, is that when divine energies, when they come down to 3D, something happens. They don't necessarily lose their intensity, but because we are so conditioned and programmed, we'll feel these divine energies like love. And because we are conditioned and programmed and we have been living in 3D for so long, we feel like what we feel or what we've been taught is the truth. We transmute and transform these divine energies, and we put conditions on them. So when we do that, and it could be conditions because of our heritage, it can be conditions because of our experiences, it can be conditions because of something that happened, and with our ancestors, and we're being affected by it because of our bloodline. It could be just programming, DNA programming. It could be the spirits that are around us that we are unaware of, that are having an effect on us with regards to assimilating to and absorbing the divine energies. It could be many different things that help us to distort a divine energy into something that has conditions, or something that we compartmentalize. And the message that I received is that is what is happening with love. Love is all around us. Love is a divine universal energy. We are created from love. We are made from love. Love is always within us, and that's what we're searching for. We're searching for that love that's already in us, but we think that we can find it outside of us. Hence, you'll see all of these TV shows with regards to looking for love, matchmaking TV shows about couples going through therapy trying to rekindle the love that they once had. All kinds of different TV shows and movies as well. Movies demonstrate this as well. But like I said, what happens is because the 3D is so dense, when the divine energy comes down, and because we are programmed, and because we experience so many different things that we think are real and that we attach ourselves to and we identify with and we make part of our story, when we feel these divine energies, all of that programming and the DNA and all of our experiences combines with that divine energy and distorts it, because 3D is very dense and it's very heavy. And that's where and when that happens, we experience things like people saying to us, well, if you love me, you wouldn't do this. Or, you might hear someone say, you might have a conversation with someone and they're like, I really thought they loved me. I can't believe that they did that. That's us putting conditions on love. There's many different ways that you, anyone can love. And it's so interesting that I'm having this conversation, because this is something that I have been struggling with for a while with my connection with my beloved. Love, unconditional love. It's only us that put conditions on love. And we all do it. We all do it. But I've been aware that I do it, especially because of this connection that I have with my beloved, and he triggers a lot of stuff in me. And triggering is good because it allows me the time to sit with myself and really figure out what is going on. And when I was able to sit with myself and really think about this love thing, then I started to see different things. And that's when the message came to me that we are all searching for love. It's you can see it everywhere if you open your eyes, from the TV shows, magazines, movies, everything, tarot card readings, everything is about love, and we are all searching for love. However, we might be searching for love in all of the wrong places, because we should be searching for love within ourselves first. And once we are able to really love ourselves, like I'm talking about really love yourself, then what other people do, it doesn't even matter, because once you realize that you are love and you have that divine connection, you have that connection with the divine because you're love, and you know that you're love, and you know that the divine loves you, you know that the divine is in every other person. So whatever they do is love as well. Now stay with me now. Stay with me, because this is very important. I'm going to say this to my fellow beloved twin flame feminines, and maybe some masculines as well. You have to get off of the 3D thinking with regards to love. We are moving out of 3D. And when we put conditions on love, when we put our programming into love, what happens is that we are trapping ourselves still in the 3D. And we want to ascend. We want to evolve. When we are in the energy of compartmentalizing and putting conditions on divine energies, what happens to us is that although we're on a spiritual path, we're taking a couple of steps back. We're taking a couple of steps back on that spiritual path because we are holding on to the 3D. And it's difficult. It has been a challenge for me. It can be very difficult to be on a spiritual path and know that you're on a spiritual path and want to have a better understanding of why it is that you feel certain ways about certain things, especially divine energies like love and bliss and joy, and you know, satori, you know, all of those higher vibrating emotions. It's difficult to want to feel them and know that they are there for us, but we are still attaching 3D concepts, 3D ideas, 3D programs, 3D memories, 3D experiences to these divine. Yeah. This is definitely right on point because she is all over me. It's difficult to do that when we are still partially trapped in the 3D. It's very difficult. So what my suggestion is to sit with yourself. Sit with yourself in quietness, by yourself. Do some type of meditation, whether it's regular meditation or active meditation. Get out of your head so that you can get the information. Come, sit down. Now she wants to play. So that you can sit, so that you can get the information that you need with regards to how you need to move to step out of the lower vibrating 3D energies when it comes to experiencing and feeling the higher divine energies and emotions. It's important for you to take time for yourself to figure this out. Because as many times as I have spoken to someone or gotten a counseling session, I knew what they were saying was true, but it didn't snap until I sat with myself and I actually had to be quiet with myself and listen to the divine messages that I was receiving with regards to love and what it is really all about. Because it's not about conditions. It's not about saying to someone, well, if you love me, you really wouldn't have, purchased that car and not spoken to me about it. Like, you wouldn't put a condition on somebody if you are in the vibration of divine unconditional love. And it's hard to, I won't say it's hard. It's challenging to experience, share, and hold that energy of unconditional love because we are so programmed on so many different levels. But it is possible to take those programs out, have that empty space so that you can be programmed by the divine with regards to any type of emotion or divine energy. It's not only love, but it's just interesting that the message that I received was love. And it's just all over the place. Like these reality shows that I see, these people are searching for love. And then I thought to myself, Elle, you're searching for love too. I mean, like, although I put the twin flame phrase on what it is that I long for, or what it is that I feel. But in reality, what I'm feeling is that longing to be connected to the divine. That's what I'm really feeling. And when you break it down for yourself, I'm pretty sure you're feeling that same way at the core of what it is that you're experiencing, or at the core of what it is that you're longing for, or you're searching for. At the core is that love, the feeling that love from the divine, knowing that you are knowing. There's a difference between knowing and just, yeah, like, I know that I'm connected to the divine. I know that we are all connected. But there's a completely difference in knowing and feeling knowing, like always having that connection. Like, there's but so much the divine can do. We have to take that step as well. And it's interesting because we ascend to communicate or have a connection. The higher realms have to descend. So something is being lost in the travel. Something is being lost in the travel. And what's getting lost is, it's probably getting lost, most likely, now that I think about it, yeah. It's getting lost because when it hits us, there's so many filters that we put it through. We put it through all of these different filters with regards to everything that we have experienced, everything that we believe, everything that we've been taught, everything that we've read, everything that we subconsciously believe, everything about us. We're putting it through filters, so we're losing the real energetic message, the real feeling. We're losing, we're losing that 5D, 6D, 7D energy because it has to filter down through us and into the 3D. So it's possible for us to get to the point where we're like, yes, unconditional love, unconditional bliss, blah, 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 all this great stuff. It's definitely possible. And many of us aspire to get to that point. But it's also challenging because where do we live? We live in the 3D world. Sometimes you have to unplug. Sometimes you have to just not speak to anybody, not watch TV, stay away from your phone, stay away from social media. Sometimes you just really have to detox in order to establish a more pure connection. Now we are experiencing Ramadan for those individuals who are Muslim, and fasting is one of the best ways to cleanse yourself, not only physically but emotionally, spiritually, on all levels of your being, so that you could have that purer connection, because the divine is already pure. It's us that have to raise our vibrations up so that we can get the clear messages from the divine, so that we can feel the emotions that come with the love that's already inside of us and the light that's already inside of us. It's us that really has to do the majority of the work. We have to do the clearing, we have to do the cleaning, we have to do the shielding. All of that stuff is important, and it's not only important for our physical bodies, but it's also important for our emotional bodies, and on all levels of our beings, in all of our bodies. Not only so that we can get those divine messages, so that the food that we eat, we are able to absorb the nutrients and vitamins better. It's across the entire board, fam. So if you didn't get the message is that the message is that at the core of everything that we are searching for, or we're longing for, or we're on this quest for, is love. And it's the divine love that's already in us. But what ends up happening is that when we're always connected and we're always being showered with love, but the love that's coming down is going through our own filter, and each individual has their own filter. So depending on whatever filters you have, then that's how you will experience and respond to love within your life. And part of that comes with because when it comes down in filters, what happens is, when it comes down and we filter it, what happens is we put conditions on it because of everything that we've experienced. And that's what the message is, to get out, to try to clear that filter out so that it could just pour down and we could really feel it for what it really and truly is. We need to do cleansing. We need to do fasting. We need to do clearing. We need to do chakra work. You know, we could do meditation. You could sit with yourself, do all kinds of different healing modalities to clear out your channel so that you can receive the energy in its purest form. There's so many different things. You could take baths. Like I even gave some examples of clearing and cleaning in my last video, and you could use all of those examples. You could make it your own, but just do something so that. And it's not only the love, fam. That's the interesting part. I just got that message about love because I'm just in love with love. But it's everything. If you want to be able to get the divine messages that are constantly being sent to you, you have to clean your filter. You have to clean your filter. Nobody else could clean your filter for you. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody else can clean your filter for you but you. And it's about time that we started taking responsibility for ourselves, especially those who say that they're on the spiritual path and we're doing this and we're doing that. We need to take care of ourselves first so that we are able to share the information and share our experiences and empower other people to do the same thing for themselves and get those divine messages so that we can share them with other people. That's very important as well. And also sitting with yourself so that you can have faith in yourself and trust that you are receiving divine messages. Like, let's just do it. Let's just do it. So I'm not going to ramble. I just wanted to share that with you. Let's do this, fam. If you have any questions about what you can do to try to clean out that filter besides what I have shared, definitely send me an email or put a comment in the comment box. I am so more than happy to, give you some more tools of empowerment. But do something. Do something. Don't just sit around stuck in this 3D energy and wonder, oh, why me? But that person over there could get, is falling in love. Why me? Or why them and not me? Let's not do that anymore. Let's be proactive and let's be the captain of our own ship. How about that? How about we get from underneath the bottom of the ship and be the captain of our own cruise boat? It's really time. It's time for us to step it up and do this for ourselves. So, fam, I hope that you found this helpful in some type of way. I hope it resonated with you. If it doesn't resonate with you now, I'm pretty sure it will resonate with you later. So I will be back very soon, and I hope that you will enjoy the rest of your week. I'll check you later.